All right, good morning, good morning, good morning. Sorry, it took me just a minute to get things set up there. And then I almost forgot about YouTube, so had to go back and do that one. Hope everybody's having a good morning. I didn't label this stream as testing simply because I think everything is running pretty nice. So, we do not have zombies on again because we have a very large issue to take care of here. They completely obliterated the base last time. So we are going to do our best to fix this stuff. This is going to take us a little bit of time, and I do not feel like fighting an ass load of zombies while also trying to repair the base. Because, for those of you who know, they will just keep coming, and they will just keep destroying. And then I will never get a chance to go do any looting or any other resource gathering. Because they will just keep pounding their zombie dead meat down my throat. And I don't like it. So until we get the base put back together, we are going to not have zombies. Because they did an absolute crazy number on the base. And as you guys can see, they literally burrowed all the way down to the bottom and all the way down underneath of the base. That is absolute insanity. What in the hell? We do not have to fill this entire thing in. This is just a precautionary thing that I'm doing personally. Obviously, I want to give them as much resistance as I can. Really? For their next round of shenanigans. I just can't believe how much they absolutely burrowed. On the last zombie night. Oh, why are you running down there? And like I said, we're not doing anything super crazy. We are just going to backfill a little bit of this with some regular wooden blocks. I know it's not going to be nearly as strong as it could be, but I'm also not wasting that amount of resources. Especially on some backfill. That is part of the reason why yesterday we spent a lot of our time trying to build a a better ramp system to kind of divert them away from everything a little bit. Oh, I'm gonna run out of wood. Alright, well, wouldn't be the first time. I guess I gotta have gas for that. We will get to see how our ramp works sometime soon, though. I have a feeling, though, we're probably going to have to take off part of this hill. I think once they get here, if they get stuck, they're just going to start beating the crap out of the ramp, but only time will tell. We're not going to jump to conclusions just yet. Man, I better eat my breakfast sandwich before it gets cold. I actually made my breakfast sandwich before we started streaming today, so I didn't have to take time to do that. She knows I have my breakfast sandwich too. Holy crud, what happened there? Also, on a little side note, this is something that has happened to me multiple times over the course of playing this game. If we get really far into this file and they do another update and it locks me out of my file again, I am literally uninstalling this game and I will probably never play it again. It takes way too many freaking hours to build everything back for me to start this game all over again. The only way I would start another file on this game is if they either figured out how to patch your old accounts back in, or if they give you some kind of elixir or something that would give you X amount of levels and X amount of points. But that would be more difficult because they would have to give me back a lot of my books and a lot of my stuff, because I'll be 100% honest with you guys, I probably had 600 hours in my last file, and that's no lie. And then I quit playing for a little bit to explore some other options and play some other games, and I come back and I can't access my other file. Well, I'm sure you guys know, because if you watched any of the reruns or seen any of the other videos of 7 Days to Die of mine, then you know that we ended up deleting the other file that would not allow us to access it. What in the heck? Is it on the roof? That better not not be on the roof. What in the shit? Beautiful. I don't even know what all we got. So yes, as I was saying, they do another update and it doesn't have the ability to go back and play my account. You guys will never have to worry about seeing this game again. I have put far too much into this. Like, I had the chopper and everything on my last account. I was pretty much at peak success. Oh gosh. I don't guess I need to be up top, actually. It's okay, I guess. You know what, let me put this here and this here. I'll put this back up here for now. Come on. Damn it. You son of a bitch. Just giving her a little bit more structure, and then we will move on down to the bottom. I do plan on turning zombies back on here in just a few. I would just like to get the base back to where it needs to be before we do that. Otherwise, I know from experience that I'm going to be fighting zombies more than I'm going to be repairing anything. Okay, that repairs most of the damages that they did on this side. I don't know what all they did other places. I know they were literally behind the walls, so there could be a whole bunch more damage coming up. Crazy to think how many zombies were back behind the wall too, because there was a lot. I think at one point there was like 9 zombies or 10 zombies back there, just beating the absolute shit out of stuff. Like, what in the hell? Oh, what is my phone going crazy for? June is before July? Question mark. I think the wifey's confused. Man, these boys really did a number on my stuff down here. She just realized what she said. Okay. All right. This shit is crazy, man. I don't know what was crunchy in my breakfast sandwich, but maybe they forgot to take the shell off the egg. Yeah, we could say that last zombie night didn't really go as we had planned it. I mean, if the state of the zombie base doesn't explain it, then I just don't think people are going to understand. We have been backfilling and correcting their mistakes for a while now. And I'm not going with concrete under the filler. That's just not going to happen. Because this is just basically going to be the fall trap. Once I can get the zombies to stop digging in from the side, we should be in good business. These little fuckers are very destructive. And the damn irradiated ones, they are ridiculous. They take like 3 pipe bombs to kill them. 4 sometimes, depending on how many of them there are in a pile. Okay, back to filling. I think maybe if we go double the thickness on the walls down here wherever we can, it's definitely going to provide us some better structural support. Man, the filling is just crazy. The thing you have to keep in mind is every one of these concrete blocks are 5,000 hit points. And if that doesn't tell you how many zombies we had in here effing around, then nothing will. They, I don't know if it was a team effort or what was happening, but they definitely came through and beat the shit out of things. Let's go ahead and repair this. Notice you fucking controller. I'm noticing some artifacting every once in a while with some of the blocks. I don't really know why. I don't have my settings to where it should be doing the artifact tracing, but whatever. What the fuck? Game, you are really, really gonna irritate me here. And I don't even know if it's the game, honestly. I think this scuff controller is seen its better days, which is absolutely crazy. The fucking thing's $280 controller. And the motherfucker has more problems than a little bit. I'm surprised hasn't nobody sued the shit out of Microsoft yet based on their trashy controllers. The joysticks are notorious for being trash. And these specifically, the scuff controllers, the Elite 2s, I haven't never dropped this controller. Nothing's ever happened as far as, like, you know, damage. But I'm missing an entire section of the rubber piece right here because it just kept peeling back for whatever reason. The left bumper sticks really bad or doesn't even work. Alright. Of course it's gonna work now, but yeah, a lot of times you'll hear me just clicking buttons and it's just me clicking the left bumper. It's just not responding. Alright, apparently we're gonna have to go up and get some more cobblestone to finish this off. Probably don't need 3 of them, but shit. I don't even need that one. What the hell? Alright, I gotta get more cobble so I can finish this shit, and of course. We're gonna have to do this in a few. I gotta go get more cobble so I can finish repairing that down there. Once we get the fall trap put back together. Oh, god dang it. Jump. Thank you. The desync on this game is nuts. I am also going to be forced to make more. Now we will have all the cobble we ever need. Genuinely confused as to why they keep swinging at the very top of my pillars like it's I can not even understand how they be swinging at the bottom like sorry about that, guys. Like what causes them to swing down and swing up? I mean, I could see swinging up because I'm usually in this little gap here, but how they can stand here and swing and swipe, but they're doing damage to a pillar that's down here. I need steel for that, okay. Oh, they finally broke this pillar out too. Fantastic. Good thing it wasn't that damn important. We'll go ahead and take this one out too. This was an idea that did not work. For the most part, I mean, obviously the little bitty random bullshit damage that's done for decaying or whatever they consider it, when you're missing like a point or 3, I'm not worried about that. Like, what's a point? I ain't fucking with you. Okay, the repair is pretty much done. I'm not doing anything else at the moment. Gotta go down here and repair this, or finish repairing this. The old fall trap is in a little bit of disrepair here. I would say this is where zombies were digging through the side of the wall. I'm probably going to continue to find mostly destroyed blocks for a while, but we're not going to go through and be real critical about it. I just really don't want the ones that my lights are sitting on to be destroyed, because now they're not going to be destroyed at all. Did see one that was beat up pretty good. There we go. Telling you what, for those of you who think this game is not crazy as hell, you're wrong. You're dead wrong. Pretty sure there's some kind of mechanics going on in this game where they can tell weak spots, and they almost know where to attack your base at. It's kind of crazy. Like, if I add new stuff, they will come in and attack the new stuff. Simply because, like I said, I feel like the game mechanics somehow or another is smarter than most people understand. Alright. Make sure this floor is all good. Not seeing any numbers on the floor. Not seeing any numbers in the lower portion of the wall. Stop running, fucking dickhead. Okay, I would say that we are back to good in here. This is just fucking crazy, man. Oh gosh. And of course, for some reason, my guy's trying to run again. Okay, well, now that that craziness is over, we have one more thing to check out, and that is this side over here. This side over here is the other side that they were trying to tunnel into. I covered up one of their tunneling spots right there. And I covered up another one of their tunneling spots right there. This is another spot. These damn zombies are just crazy. They're crazy as hell. And I don't see any more spots they've dug in. Looks like they tried to dig in here. It's just crazy. Fucker. I almost think it's too much for them to actually get up here. So I think that's why they start attacking the bank. Because they get stuck trying to get up here. So they just start burrowing in. Well, there's not really anything I can do about that unless I built a different base. But I have spent a lot of time and effort on that base. So I highly doubt that's going to happen anytime soon. Only way I would build another base is if I built a base in the desert, because the desert is where we get all of our gas from, and eventually we're probably going to need at least some sort of base down there to be able to, you know, store stuff in, put a bedroll in so that way we can respawn there if anything ever happens. I should replace this back with earth, but part of me would like to drag this out and continue this all the way down to a ramp, but I think the ramp's gonna be too steep at that point to even make it work properly, so just out of curiosity. Yeah, that probably won't work either. I mean, at least it's not a divot there, I guess. Because once they start making divots, then that's just what happens. Then it's just a potential hole. Make this like a stair-step situation. Alright, we're going to make an improvement here. I think I'm going to pick those back up. We're going to make a line right here. We're going to run ramps from here. Oops. Damn, I should have grabbed my pick. I had a feeling there was definitely going to be changes made at some point because we built the base in a new area and it was on a big hill, so I had a feeling there was going to be adjustments needed. I think that's going to help a little bit. I mean, it's probably not going to be a cure-all, obviously, because, you know, they still have the ability to get in here on some bullshit. They're always going to look for the path of least resistance. So, by taking some of this down a little bit, they should have much less resistance trying to get up here, so it should encourage them to not burrow. Burrowing is bad. Okay. I think we're gonna eventually have to do something about that as well. However, I think this is going to help some, so we're going to do this, but my only problem is I don't think we're going to be able to put a ramp here. Alright, that didn't work out too bad. Definitely can't put a square there. But if I did put a square there, then I would have to build it out and ramp it down to the edge. Kind of like the opposite corner. Let's try something different over here. This also gives our base a little bit wider footprint. So if they do end up burrowing again, it's less likely that they can hollow out a large enough area to drop the whole base. I mean, I've dropped bases before. Trust and believe. Is it a great feeling? Nope. Nope. I can't say that I enjoyed it. Watching all my hard work just disappear. The hell? There it is. So that's going to be the basic plan. We'll continue that all the way around, join up with this one here, and then eventually we'll do the other side, and then we'll remove all this stuff here, and it'll just be a giant effing platform for effing zombies. Let's go ahead and do this one real quick. That way we're on our way to the next steps. That is gonna be the basic game plan for the end of this thing. We'll have to figure out this corner later on, because obviously that corner is a little bit sketch in the first place, so also probably end up removing this, putting earth back there. Yup. Though we are ready to go ahead reintroduce. Actually, I want to go repair. What in the hell did the game just do? Literally started tossing me around like a rag doll. See, I'm getting frustrated at many aspects of this shit. Why did I just see something that said there was damage right here? Stop fucking running. Thank you. I know there was something that just said it had way more damage than that up here. And of course, fuck yeah. What in the hell? Didn't even hit any buttons. Don't worry, I'm not dying. Not yet. Sorry, just plotting out the future here. Alright, we need more goldenrod and more we need more stuff. Mostly just goldenrod. Okay, I think we have caught back up with that aspect of it. Holy crud. 53 food. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and eat that, because, we need to do one more check here for... Oh, we're running low on iron there, and running low on iron there. Holy crud, man. We are in a bad way. We are in a bad way. Shoot, zombie night. What's... Oh my gosh, guys. Fuck. We are gonna have to spend a lot of time mining resources. Otherwise, we are going to find ourselves in trouble. Big, big trouble. And the way our base is set up, we don't have the ability to really kill the zombies any other way effectively than dropping explosives or fire down there. Oh man. Alright, well, I guess in that case, that means we're gonna have to go do some major harvesting of resources. I know, it is your guys' funnest thing to watch and to deal with, but suck it up, Buttercup, because this is what we gotta do. In order to have all the things that we could ever need. In fact, let's see, I have plenty of these. I have plenty of plant fibers at the moment. How much gunpowder do I have, though? We do have some nitrate and some coal, so I think we might be okay on the nitrate and the coal for the moment, anyway. How many can we make? Just be honest. That runs me out of gunpowder at 97. Okay. 97 should give us a nice little cushion, and then we won't have to go harvest any more nitrate powder or any of that stuff for the moment. 97 will still give us plenty of throwables for the next couple of little hordes here. So really, we just need to go get iron so we can really fill up the forges. Once we get a mad amount of iron, I really need to turn the zombies back on now, but the reason I'm not going to until I get iron is because from my personal experience in this game, when I turn back on zombies, they're gonna throw a massive horde at me. I really don't want to be down here in this little hole when a massive horde of zombies decides to come through and smash my ass. We're also gonna do some cheesy shit here, and we're gonna make us a little bridge. I don't even know if that's out of the water. What the hell? Barely out of the water. Alright. Time to go on down in here and get to mining. Game. Fuck you! I can get down in the damn hole. All this bullshit in my way. Okay, the sad part is the iron has kind of dried up here. I don't really know why, because there should be iron all down through here. So we are going to find the iron. Because when I mined in, the actual mine should have been like right here, but all of the iron that was up in this area has pretty much dried up, and I've been following an iron vein down in there. I don't even see any more damn iron. We're gonna look here, and if we don't find any here, we're gonna go to another spot where there's 2 iron ores. Oh, I heard some iron somewhere here. There it is. Damn, I already used a tank of gas and only got 189 iron. That's a little concerning. Found another raw diamond, but sadly, folks, we are way down in the earth here. Alright, well, we're gonna have to crud. Okay, so we have pretty much played this area out. We're gonna go to the other mine that I feel like is a little bit better than this one. That one will be more decent when the chunks reset. Let's go ahead and put this stuff in the forge and get that thing cranking. Let me go ahead and grab all the iron we have, which is 5,000. We're gonna only make one more run, and of course I did the same shit as I usually do. Go here, separate that, separate this. Fuck. Oh my gosh, game. It's gonna need more than that. Alright. Start putting the damn iron in there. Okay, now that leaves us no iron, so we are gonna go. I have got to make a different setting or setup for this because I feel like a lot of this stuff is very scattered. This was a quick build when we ran into structural integrity issues, but we ain't gonna do none of that yet. For sale, gold, diamonds. We still got enough gas to do a little bit more iron. We're not gonna do a lot. Oh. I have a feeling our next big run's gonna have to be gas again, because in order to keep up with all these damn resources, I mean, I guess I could just mine conventionally, but I mean, when you got power tools, who wants to mine conventionally? That just sounds disgusting. Doesn't even sound fun. Just like riding this bike. After having gas-powered vehicles, riding this bike doesn't seem nearly as fun. I got about another 2 hours, so I think we're gonna go get some of this iron. And then I think we're gonna turn zombies back on. Because then we will have... Oh, what the heck? The game just glitched. But then we will have everything repaired. We will have most of the stuff we need. We'll have most of our pipe bombs back. I definitely need to go find a whole bunch of birds' nests at some point. Hey, quit licking that paw. You already got it bleeding, fool. Did you hear what I said? You can look at me all crazy if you want. But you want to stop licking that damn paw. I'm going to wrap it up again if you keep it up. That's the weirdest shit on the planet. Just a little ridge right before the bridge. Well, we found a few bird nests, but not very many eggs. I don't think so. You better repair that shit. Chasing the iron. Is there any more here? Yeah, there is. I'm not chasing too much more though, because I feel like we've been chasing this for a while, and I think we got enough to at least keep us going for a little bit. Find some more of them diamonds, gold, silver. Finding them nuggets. Alright, now I know I gotta go back this other way to get back into my other hole. Alright, now we're back into the main area with our ladder. That gives us plenty. I'm done. I am done. Not that any of this structure matters now, but I will keep some of the materials. Come on, game, quit surging. We just left us a door standing in the middle of nowhere. It's just much easier to build a small structure when you're trying to do that when the zombies are on, because yeah, otherwise you might have 15 zombies drop in on your head. Back to the bike, back to the house. Then we're gonna turn back on the zombies. And while it's loading in, I am going to run upstairs and leave a piss. Bully boy passed out. Oh no! Grinding the rail, man, grinding the rail. Get back here. The hell you think you're going? Alright. We are gonna put half of this in here. Holy crap, let's just put that much in there. That'll be fine. We are gonna smelt iron until we can't smelt iron any longer. Oh, why did you do that? Game's got a little lag. Got a little lag to it. Okay, we should not need iron again for a long time. So that completes that task for us. We still have 579 fuel plus 10,000. I think we're alright there. Let me go back to resources because I noticed I'm back to 6,000 stone, which holy freaking shit. We have ass load of stone. You know what? Never gonna need that much. Why don't I put some of this for sale? I'm literally never going to need that much stone. Good on everything else though, I think. Yep, okay, let's put up the auger. We'll keep that. We got that, and then our weapons. think I want to start keeping that stuff on me. We're going to see how that works out. Not because I got the bow, I forget. So, nah, I was just joshing. It was just an idea. We ain't going to do that. Because I'm going to need at least 2 slots for cubes and vehicle. Foods. Yes. Only got 9 eggs. We literally have to go on an egg hunt soon. I'm gonna start running out of the bacon and eggs, and then I'm gonna be in trouble. I do think that the testing running like this has been good. Part of me wants to try to reintroduce the Elgato, just because there's less latency. This fucker ran out of gas. So I guess everything was still running off of the battery bank, right? Alright, let's get this lined back out here, get this thing filled back up with fuel, and then we will back out of here. I will go piss, and we will load back in with zombies. Now, I know for a fact we are going to get an absolute ass ton of zombies. I almost don't even like that shotgun turret being there, if I'm being 100% honest. I hardly ever get zombies from that side. I put it there as a precaution to keep zombies from going up and tearing up my garden and all that stuff, but I don't think that's a real concern, if I'm being honest. I feel like it should be more like right here on this corner, facing everything down here, so that way it could kind of get the preemptive strike on the zombies, but we'll worry about that later on. That's a different story. Alright, we're gonna go inside. We're gonna back out of here. We're gonna turn zombies back on now that we finally have most everything lined out. Once we get all the zombies turned back on and it's loading back in, I'm gonna go upstairs and get me some nicotine and leave a piss, and then I'll be back. Just know they are gonna send a metric fuck ton of zombies at us. Alright, I'll be right back. I'll take my coffee cup up here, leave a piss, get some nicotine. All right, well, sorry for the delay. The dogs decided that they had to come upstairs and go outside as well, and then they just wanted to circle and sniff and... Oh, crud, child. Hold on, let's see here. I thought you were going to Mom's today. Question mark. All right. What up, Fuzzy? I have no doubt that this game is about to throw an absolute nasty horde at us here in just a little bit, so we're gonna most definitely have to be ready for that. We can make more shotgun turrets as well. That's why I wanted to get a whole bunch of iron in our forges, because we are almost to the point where we can have SMG auto turrets and shotgun auto turrets. Oh man, my wrist is sore from yesterday. Work is taking a toll. Work is taking its toll. It was all them burly men I had to give the reach arounds to. It's a hell of a job. Pays the bills though. Alright, without a doubt we're gonna plant this garden real quick. I want to try to do as much super corn as we possibly can. Why are you down here making like wet macaroni noises and shit, bro? Like, you big old fucking sloppy bastard. I love you, but you sound disgusting. Get an English bulldog, they said. It'll be fun, they said. If you like random my 600-pound life noises in your ear, they're phenomenal. But what they don't tell you about owning English bulldogs is you're gonna need to wipe their ass when they come in from outside. You're gonna constantly have what looks like semen snail trails on the insides of both your legs from where they come lay their head on you all the time. They're stubborn as hell. Just some of the other joys. Don't really know that we need a lot of other stuff planted in the garden. Let's go ahead and do, I guess we'll finish it out with hops. That way, in case we want to start, you know, really putting some beer out there, I'm gonna play some drunk zombie killing. Oh gosh, am I gonna have enough to even finish it off? Hell yeah, plus 2 extras. I really haven't seen any issues with the zombies coming through, and what the hell are you doing down there? I think we're going to make an adjustment here. We are going to pull. I'm lost, it's fine. I guess I forgot to take the ammo out of it. Dumbass. Ooh. Now that's nice. Which side do I want to use? Now we gotta go adjust the camera. Oh, what the hell? It's not the best image, but maybe that'll do. We'll see. I wish you could mount them like on the sides, like where these, you know, like those, but on this building. I think that would be much better, but we did turn zombies back on, so I'm sure without a doubt we'll be getting some fun-loving zombies real soon. What the hell? I wish I could remember the range of the turrets, because I think the turrets would probably do much better up here. But I don't remember the exact range. I heard. Did another drop come in, or is that the one we picked up earlier? Can't remember. Must have been the one we picked up earlier. Alright, daylight's about to be here. We don't have a quest at the moment. I've been slowing down on the quests because I know it progresses you faster as well. I thought we put the chunk respawn on like 10 days, and I swear it's been like 10 days. Let's just go see if this one has fixed itself. Then again, I don't know, because I put it on 20 days at first, and it had been 20 days and none of them had respawned. I mean, as you can see, I'm 80 days in and haven't none of my, as they call, chunks respawned. So I'm not real sure what the hell's going on with all that. $3:38 in the morning. What is our smelting stuff looking like at the moment? Holy shit. Another 10 minutes. We'll let that play out and see what happens. Another 9 minutes. Again, we'll let that play out and see what happens. We're doing pretty decent when it comes to resources. I like to have an overabundance, so I never have to worry about it. Oh, yes. Hey, dude, is this what you're looking for? You're down here rooting around like a little pig that you want some heat. There. Now you can sniff my feet and enjoy the heat. Weirdo. If you want my dog, I'd charge you money to sniff my feet. You're getting some freebies, man. You better get them in there. People pay good money for that shit. I love how the water actually looks like it's moving, like the wind is on the water. That shit is cool. Like right there. Yeah. I don't really know what I want to get into. I know we have roughly another hour. Daybreak just came. A piggy? I don't need any of that right now. I do want to see what challenges. Okay, so Meat Hue. That is the snow biome, yep. Yeah. Joel in the wasteland at his heavily fortified hunter's camp. Yeah. Okay. And then this, I don't have any idea how to get this one. Forged steel is used to craft, blah, 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 blah. Forged steel can be harvested from things like streetlights and vending machines. But beware, some vending machines have anti-tampering features. I've never found a streetlight that I can get any from. So I don't understand how that's even possible. I've tried. I have seriously tried. Well, there's nothing else going on. I guess we could continue our saga of trying to upgrade some things here. That pig keeps messing me up. I keep seeing him move out of the corner of my eye. And I need to find more bird nests. So maybe we will just go on a little walkabout. We're just gonna go collecting a bunch of plant fibers because we're gonna definitely need those as well. We're gonna look for some bird nests as we need more eggs. Also, is there anybody in chat who can answer a couple of questions about the Elgato versus streaming from the app? Just out of curiosity. I'm not super tech savvy when it comes to how all this stuff correlates with each other. I know that my new PC and the graphics card and all that stuff, it only has one HDMI and the rest of them are display ports. Obviously the Elgato is more designed for the HDMI, so do I need to go buy another display port and hook my gaming monitor? So right now the gaming monitor is actually set up for HDMI, and the other monitor that I'm watching OBS and all that stuff on is on a display port. However, if I was to loop the Elgato in, I would loop the Elgato in through the graphics card, just like I have these two hooked up, right? But I would want the Elgato on HDMI and the two displays on DisplayPort, correct? Because I do notice I'm still getting a little latency from playing on the app, but I'm pretty sure it's just the app itself, because I mean I have 1 gig internet and there's nobody else here on any of the internet right now, so I could see if I was using bandwidth from, other people being here, streaming Netflix and, doing things like that. I mean, it's not going to affect my upload, but it'll affect my overall bandwidth. So I'm not real savvy when it comes to, I guess, graphics cards in general. I know like base system graphics, like your X264 and, different things like that. But as far as like an actual graphics card, I don't know the best way to hook up the Elgato if I was going to be able to get back to, less latency and just using it as a pass-through, basically. We're just gathering lumber and plant fibers and looking for bird nests, chicken nests, whatever you want to call them. Though I'm not seeing very many. I found a couple. Hey. I wish I could find more eggs per nest. I mean, I don't think I've ever seen a bird nest that has less than 3 eggs in it. But on here, you might not find any. Or you'll find one with like 7 feathers in it. There might even be a perk that allows you to find more. I don't really know. I do know that you top out at level 300. And I think we're like level 65 or 68 or something like that now. Isn't that what it said? We're level 66. Game stage 142. Oh, hey. He was trying to be sneaky and get away from me, wasn't he? I do know that some of the latency also comes from this game. This game has always been notorious for having rendering concerns, which is another reason why they did the major updates that they did this last time from the Fun Pimps. They reduced the rendering issues inside the cities and stuff like that, but I mean, obviously a game that's this, graphic and the rendering distance that you have, you're gonna have a little bit of the stuttery, glitchy. Oh hey, our first zombie. We're gonna need to go ahead and put you down, sir. Let me get that arrow back so I can shoot you back with it. Thank you. Let me get that arrow back too. No? Not gonna let me get that arrow? Oh, fuck you. Now that we have encountered our first zombie, we are most likely gonna start encountering zombies again. Yep, there's another one. Alright, well, I gotta continue looking for bird nests. Whatever we run into, we will handle it. But if there's anybody in chat or around that can give me some guidance on that, that would be delicious. All right. The reason I say that is because I would love to put forth the best content possible. I do know, obviously, that anytime you're introducing more and more stuff, you know, you got more and more issues to deal with. The Elgato worked really good for a long time, and then I started running into audio sync issues, but I'm not 100% sure whether that was PC related or if that was add-on related, like the Elgato and stuff. I know that I've seen a lot more of it depending on what settings I had on the Elgato, whether I was using analog audio or whether I was using HDMI audio. Analog audio was what was causing the weird delay in the audio versus the video. Actually, it wasn't even a delay. The audio was actually being processed way faster, so it was almost 15 seconds off in some of the videos. I don't know if that was just the older computer that I had having processing issues, or if it was because the Elgato was glitching. So if there's anybody out there that could answer that question or give me some feedback, that would be fantastic. Only got 8 eggs. What? Oh, I see you. Come here, buddy. Let's have a little talk. Bad boy. You was a bad boy. It's a bad little zombie. Coal. Know what that is? That's a coal chunk. Oh hey, we got a couple of nests here. 1 egg. 2 eggs. What? Oh hey girl, I've been looking for you. Where you been all my life? Fucking step all over your face. Oh, missed me. Dummy. Though I will say, no matter how I have this set up before, I always run into a few latency issues, and I know that that's just the rendering side of the thing. Back up. Back your ass up. Get off me. You don't get to touch me like that. I've told your kind. You green sons of bitches. Looking like fucking aliens. Dude! Dude. Oh, we're at Skeeter's place. Hell yeah. That boy Skeeter, he's something else. We might as well just gather some stuff while we're out. I see another zombie over there to my right. Another thing I have noticed is, like, I tend to connect to my console and, you know, remote play, which I know can also create some latency. And I know that it offers the ability for me to play games without remote playing. So the only issue with that is I have to reconnect my remote. I haven't connected my other Xbox remote back to my PC yet. So that may be a more viable option. So like I said, we're going to continue doing some testing. I think I have figured out where the graphics need to be and where my bitrate and all that stuff needs to be. But as far as taking some of the choppiness out of it and some of the lag, I think we're going to try to maybe reconnect the other controller to the PC and see if we can get some justice that way. Chill out. Stupid. What did I just hear? Was that a chicken? I swear I just heard a chicken. You guys help be my eyes. My eyes only scan so fast, so if I happen to miss a bird nest, please let me know. Oh hey, I've been looking for you. Alright, well, we're going to do the grid search on this side now. Ugh. Exploded everywhere. What the hell? Socks. Man. My oculars can only scan so well. But you see the random stuttering that it does, like every so often it's like... It even did that with the Elgato. So I know that a lot of that is just the rendering portion of the game. But there's definitely some other latency that I would love to address. I guess my real question would be, if I'm going to hook the Elgato up, would I want it to be hooked through the graphics card? Is it going to work as an input, I guess, is my thing. Or do I need to go into the BIOS and enable the motherboard HDMI so I can plug the Elgato into the HDMI port on the motherboard instead of the graphics card? Nothing like searching for some more bird nests and eggs. It is the funnest thing I think we could ever do. I recommend it 5 out of 5 on the things you must do if you play this game. Alright, that's 15 eggs. I'm done with egg searching. We have put a valiant effort in. We are gonna pretty quickly move through most all this stuff now. Get back to the house, unload our inventory because we have a shit ton of stuff on us. Peekaboo, you guys in here? Nobody's in here? That's all I want anyway. Yeah, we've been through here recently. Alright. Whee! Okay, I think we'll get back to the house. We'll make sure all of our pipe bombs are pulled from the workbench. We will get all that stuff lined out. We will empty our inventory. Without a doubt, we are gonna get a zombie wave real soon. I have no question about it. I think I hear one of my turrets making noises. Hear it beeping? What the hell's it beeping for? Didn't find any weapon parts. Don't have any pre-built stuff. Personal and tools. Nothing for that. Mods, weapons. I know we have this. Weapon craft or ammo crafting. We got this. We got this. We got this. What's going on with the phone here? The 2 p.m. union meeting on Wednesday, 5/13, which would have been tomorrow, has been canceled. Okay, cool. Coolio. I thought she was trying to get her out of the house and away from her. Question mark. Anyway, Just gotta keep reminding myself that it's not my problem. What keeps beeping? Is that that must be the shotgun turret underneath. We're up to 25 eggs. Not doing too bad. We're not doing too awful bad. You know what? I'll find a place to put these sandwiches. No place. I mean, we got plenty of antibiotics though, and you know what? They'll stay in there. Looks good. That's the sad part. I keep finding myself constantly having the same amount. I mean, obviously we're not going to run out of pipe bombs, but I don't ever want to run out of pipe bombs. That is how we make our statement against the zombies. That little fella. It's not good, folks. I'm already yawning. I haven't even gotten to work yet. I'm really surprised that we haven't seen a horde yet. Really makes me wonder what's going down. It does feel nice to have all our stuff put back together though, after that crazy massive random wave that we had, and then zombie night went completely awry. What are we at? We need just a little bit more experience for us to get another point. Alright, we only have 70 of those. This is an armor piercing, but there's not really a lot of armor on these fellas. We'll grab another small stack of that. We don't really have a whole bunch of ammo. That's going to start being a concern before it's over with. Part of me would like to continue working on the base. That'll probably bring in a bunch of zombies. I just don't know. I don't know where they're at. I turned them back on, but they're not seeming to appear like I figured they were going to. My luck, when they do, it's going to be absolutely chaotic. However, we're looking pretty decent. I think we'll manage just fine. We do have plenty of stuff to make more ammunition. And honestly, with where we're at in the game at the moment, very soon these clubs and knives and everything else are going to be almost obsolete. Having this iron spear is nice, but it's really not effective at this point. I don't have enough of the skill points in the iron spear category. It does keep them away from me a little bit, but it's definitely not very fast. So we may eventually be dropping the iron spear because that's going to just take a lot more of our points to have that stuff available. I think we're going to go ahead and drop that off here. I think the knife and the club are probably more effective than the spear's probably ever going to be. Plus, eventually I'm going to have to take one of the forgotten elixirs to reset all the points. Because in the beginning of the game, you need certain things that you're not going to need so much towards the end. So the good old forgotten elixir is going to come in handy for us. Well, there's nothing else happening, so I guess since they didn't spawn in like I had thought they were going to, we will go ahead and put this down here and this down here, and we will go outside and start making some adjustments. Because eventually they will show up. For some reason I thought the turrets would kill the wildlife as well, but maybe not. Oh. Mind you, going with wood on this level is really not going to be beneficial for us, so we will most likely probably incorporate some cobble at least out here. Alright. That completes that. I would say we're finally working on the final stage of our build here, but sadly I really don't believe that. I feel like when it comes to this game, you're constantly making adjustments and changes to accommodate whatever fuckery that the zombies bring to the situation. Yeah. So as much as I would like to tell you guys that you know, we're working on the final stages, I feel like I would just be lying to you guys, and that's not okay. Just makes me much more nervous when the zombies are turned on, because they have a tendency to just pop up. Sometimes they make noises, depending on what zombies. Okay, I think that is going to be all we're going to mess with on that for now. We are definitely going to have to figure this corner out and figure out what we want this to look like, because eventually I have a feeling we're going to have to do it like we did the other side, and we're going to have to make a small ramp that goes down here in order to accommodate the zombies. Otherwise, they're going to get stuck on here at this thing that I built, and they're gonna start burrowing and digging in there, and that's going to be a problem. Without a doubt, it will be a problem. That looks a little better. That has given us a little bit better footing around the place. I was hoping we'd at least get to see one wave of zombies today, but that might not happen. I have roughly another 15 minutes or so for today. I still have quite a few things that I gotta get ready before work. And I'm going to have to stop by and get nicotine and all that before work. Yes. Yes. I do have this weapon on me too, but I don't see any more ammo for it. So why don't we... I know this pipe assault rifle takes quite a bit of ammunition. I will most likely make these ramps eventually cobblestone as well, because if I ever decide to come up here on a zombie night and there's a bunch of cops around, they will just spit toxic acid at me and destroy those ramps if they're not at least cobble. I just want to kill that little guy because he keeps fucking with me. I was hoping we would be able to see some zombie action. However, it's not looking like that is going to be the case. Normally they spawn right over there or they spawn right here. That's why I keep running back to these spots. Very rarely do they spawn on this side. Every so often they'll spawn down here in the lower lands. I know we have searched most of those houses over there recently. Let me go ahead and grab these and these, because I don't use them for nothing else but bacon and eggs, because that shit is some of the best food on the game. Boiled eggs, pointless. Absolutely pointless. Seven minutes. Alright, that's not too awful bad. Oh, shoot. Once those 6 are gone, we're probably not going to make the herbals anymore unless it's one of those things where we need antibiotics in a pinch and we don't have the stuff to make regular antibiotics. But that is the key to curing zombie AIDS. I just want to go murk that thing. Ooh, he barely got missed. That kill him? One shot? No. Are you so for real right now? Where'd my other arrow go? I shot it right here. Didn't get either one of my arrows back that time. That's bullshit. Pretty much replaced every one of them. I just spent. That's great. Well, that sucks. I was definitely hoping we would get us a zombie horde in, but I've literally only got about another 15 minutes I'm gonna put in today. Oh, sorry dude, I didn't mean to step on your toes. I guess we could run down to the trader real quick, set us up one more mission, see what kind of missions he has for us. If that's the case though, I'm gonna take a whole bunch of stuff with us and sell it. I try to keep a few days between my travels to the trader because a lot of the times he doesn't restock his loot for a few days. I think that'll be good. Take that stuff over with us. Maybe buy a few magazines. Huh. Go in here and listen to this old fucker talk shit to us.
If you want some fancy good afternoon greeting, flash some cash or get lost.
I honestly figured these books would bring me more than what it has. I figured I'd be more about 2.5, 2,500, if you will. But apparently not. At least I know he will take stone though, because that's gonna be a huge benefit later on. What do you got? Got anything good? Shotgun weekly, we'll definitely take those. Tactical, that's assault rifles, we'll buy that one. Sledge, I don't really use the sledgehammers, they're kind of
Be careful
slow.
out there. You wouldn't want to get hurt.
Lever action rifle 3. Iron crossbow 6. Very nice. Compound bow quality 1. That's why we do it. Oh. Sorry, I was wrong. What jobs you got? Clear zombies, passing gas store number 5.
Oh, look who's tired of me. Can't say I'm not surprised. Good luck, kid.
Alright, I know where that one's located at. Not gonna have time to go do that right now. I know that it has been a little bit boring the last couple of days trying to get everything lined out and trying to get the base put back together after the failure of Horde Night, but we're getting back there. We're getting back there. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get up and get my ass motivated to go in here and do this 8 hours. Plus I got 2 hours worth of driving. I got a little over 45 minutes to get there, a little over 45 minutes to get home. So, you know, it'll be a regular 10-hour day. Whee! Personal boxes are over here. We came up a little bit. We got some knowledge and we got some extra money, so that's not too bad. In about 5 more minutes, not really enough time to do a whole lot. I am real confused as to why we have not seen any zombies. Well, I guess the last time that we turned the zombies off and back on, we didn't see them for about an hour, so that would make sense. Plus, I forget that the daytime length is actually on 120 minutes for a day right now, so we could get everything situated and lined back out. Oh man. Oh gosh. We got 9 more of these, but we got 59 of those, so that's not too bad. What else do we want to try to do before we take off? Okay, we got 6,600 there, pretty much. 5,900 there, so we're doing decent on that. This could use more clay, but it's not mandatory. Man, and I keep forgetting I have all these cubes in here. Oh. I could put these in the bottom of the fall in the drop pit, but are they needed? Not really. Alright, let's get us some food. Let's get everything topped off. That way when we do get back online tomorrow, we're not struggling with food and water right off the bat. Not doing anything here. I would really like to push for like going for broke type of thing on the pipe bombs. Just fucking build an absolute ass ton of them. 2287. Let's just drop that down a little bit. Let's just go 2200 so we can at least keep a little nitrate powder. It's going to take 36 minutes. There we go. Okay. Leaves us a little bit of that. It's also going to give us plenty of gunpowder to put together a lot more pipe bombs. And if I do say so myself, we're actually doing real good as far as our base and everything coming along. However, like I said, we were at 280 days into Zombieland last time, and we're only at 80 days, so we're 200 days short. But we've also slowed the gameplay down quite a bit this time, and you know, made it to where we could actually have a lot more time through the day, so the daytime links were longer. Good stretch, good stretch. Anyway, guys, that's going to pretty much do it for me for the day. I've got to go get myself the rest of the way ready for work and get my lunch put together and all that stuff. So it's been fun. I hope to be doing this regularly. I'm going to be going live at about 10 a.m. Every day that it's possible, except for days that, you know, I have to do overtime and stuff like that, because my overtime's usually in the mornings. On the rare occasion, I may have to stay over late at night. And if that's the case, I won't be getting on at 10 a.m. because I won't get home till 3:30 in the morning. Been trying to work through the work schedule and keep the stream up. So it's a work in progress, ladies and gents. Anyway, much love. Be safe. And I will definitely see you guys on the next one.